So this is a game I've been meaning to talk about for a while now. I kind of held off on this video because there were so many other things going on with the game industry that I want to cover, and there are still a lot of other topics that I do want to talk about. So, but I figured I'd get this video out there first because I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and honestly, I think this is a game that I'm pretty sure a lot of folks that play Clash Royale are going to really like. So, we all know that Clash Royale has been a complete shit spot for a long time now. It's been like a whole year now since the game has taken its massive downward spiral, and it's still taking a massive downward spiral right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you all, I haven't really given a flying fadoodle about Clash Royale since the update for losers went live. So if we take a look at some of the comments here over on Clash Royale's community page, you can see that there are people still making fun of Supercell by either making fun of them by saying, oh hey, there's going to be a $999 bundle, or we have people calling them out basically saying, when are we getting a dev upgrading event? Meaning, when are we going to get the developers to actually listen to us? And of course, we have other people in the comments section too making fun of Supercell, basically saying, oh hey, Wizard Trio might be cracked, because we all know the Clash Royale development team that works at Supercell basically likes to get carried away and all that stuff. So the community is basically still not happy with this game a whole year later. And luckily for you folks watching this video, if any of you play Clash Royale, there is a brand new game out there that is genuinely far better than Clash Royale right now. Now, you might be wondering, well, Nightwing, what is the gameplay on screen? Can you get to the point, please? So, I'm not sure if most of you folks know about this, but a couple weeks ago, I made a video talking about how these Roblox minigames are better than Call of Duty, and I talked about a little bit of these Roblox fan-made Call of Duty projects like Michael Zombies and Frontlines, for example, that are much better than Call of Duty. And now we have another fan-made project on Roblox that is much better than Clash Royale. So, this fan-made Roblox project is called Terramon, and it is a fan-made inspired project of Clash Royale that is far better than Supercell's Clash Royale, and I'm going to explain why. So, right out of the gate, you can see that yes, this is just like Clash Royale. You have your elixir, your cards, and you have your king towers and all that. But the twist here is that you have no princess towers and you only have crystals to defend and attack. And it plays just like Clash Royale, where if you destroy the king tower, you win. But if you destroy the enemy crystal here, then you win the match. And there's one little feature about this game that makes Terramon so special, that makes it genuinely far better than Clash Royale. This game, believe it or not, actually has a co-op feature. So you can play up to 4 players at the same time if you want. Playing with up to 4 players is amazing. That's something I would love to do in like a fan-made Clash Royale game. Playing with up to 4 players, just going through like this co-op mode is amazing. And that's the best part about this game, Terramon, is that this game has a co-op mode, and there's like an adventure mode, and there's a leaderboard behind this adventure mode, where if you progress farther enough in the game, or if you progress far enough in this game, then you go up in the leaderboards for the adventure mode. And if you complete adventure mode, you get a new game plus. And if you beat New Game Plus, it will get harder and harder. So if you beat the game 5 times, you'll be given difficulty of New Game Plus 6. And of course, once the season resets, you get resetted back to New Game Plus 1 at the start of the season, and then you have to climb the leaderboards again. But the one thing that I'm genuinely surprised about is the fact that this game encourages teamwork. And this game basically has a co-op feature if you want to play co-op as a team. So, the way that co-op works, it's quite simple. You are in this little hub area with a bunch of tables and people around. And if you want to play with other people, just walk up to a table with a bunch of people, sit down, and then wait for the host of that table to start a match. And then that's when you play the game. Pretty simple, right? You're just in a hub area with a bunch of battle tables, and you see people sitting at a table. You want to join them? Just walk over, sit down, and wait for the host to start the match. And it's that simple. And of course, there are some, I guess, I don't want to say restrictions, but there's some rules in place where, oh hey, if you have an invalid deck, or if another player is in the middle of doing something important, like going through their battle pass, or if they're going through their deck really quick, then you can't start the match. And if one of your teammates has an invalid deck, meaning they don't have enough cards, then you cannot start the game. Now, you might be wondering, well, Nightwing, how does arena progression work? So, the way that the co-op arena progression works is that it's based on the lower level player. So, let's say this for an example. If I'm the highest level player at my table, and I'm in the last arena, and I'm like a level 10, for example, and if I'm just playing solo, then I would just play like normal, right? Well, if, let's just say, a brand new player, a level 1 player comes along and decides to sit at my table, then the progression will be based on him. So, the game is basically trying to tell you in a way, hey, let's help out these lower level players, and let's help them get up to where you are, and help them get rewards along the way. So, if I'm about to do a last arena battle, and then some brand new player comes along and sits at my table, then the progression will be based on him. But however, if, let's say, if there's someone on New Game Plus difficulty, +5, and let's just say if I joined that table, and I'm on New Game Plus 2, then the progression for arenas is going to be based on me at that current moment, because I'm in a lower bracket. So, the co-op feature works based on whoever has the lower progression at your table. But you might be wondering, well, Nightwing, what if I don't want to play with anyone? What if I just want to do a solo run? So if you don't want to play with other people, then you can just leave the table at any time, and you can just go to a different table and just play the game by yourself that way. The fact that this game encourages you to play with other people and help each other out, it's amazing and everything, and I love it. This is something that the folks over on the Clash Royale development team at Supercell, this is something that they will never even consider doing for Clash Royale. Because the folks over on the Clash Royale development team are more focused on selling you pay-to-win bundles with evolution cards, and they're more focused on overpriced pay-to-win bundles like these Tower Duchess cards that are like $40 fucking dollars. No thanks, Supercell. I like to keep my money, thank you very much. So, you and the Clash Royale development team can screw off, Supercell. I like to keep my money, thank you very much, and I would rather spend it on other games that I actually enjoy. Now, to be fair, there is an item shop in this game as well, but I personally never bothered with the item shop because I have really no need to, because you get rewarded very well in this game too, and I'll talk about that part in a second. So if we take a look at the item shop for Terramon, you can see that it's very similar to Clash Royale with its usual cards and its usual gems and special offers on occasion. And if we scroll over, you can see that you have your usual gold and your usual gems you can buy as well. And sometimes there will be occasional offer bundles in the shop that cost Robux. And you're probably wondering, how much money does that cost? Well, let's take a deep dive into this for a second, shall we? Let's say if you wanted to get this chest offer here for 500 Robux, right? Let's see how much that costs in money. So if we scroll over to the Robux section here, we need to spend, let's say, $5 to get the 400 Robux and $2 to get 2 of the $80 Robux. So that would be around 560 Robux you're spending, and that would be a total of, I believe, $7 if my math is correct here. So around $7 you would need to get that one little offer. Comparing this offer to what we see in other mobile games like Clash Royale, for example, $7, that's not really that much money, but of course in like mobile gaming standards, that's still a little bit of an ask in a way. Like that's still a little bit too much, but it's not as outrageous as this $40 bundle that I showed you already. If I had to choose between a $7 offer and a $40 offer, I would rather choose the Terramon $7 offer rather than waste the $40 offer in Clash Royale. And to be honest, I haven't really seen that many outrageous offers at all in this game for Terramon. I really haven't seen any greedy offers at all. The most I ever saw was this 500 Robux offer. Now, of course, you can obviously spend Robux on other games too, because this is on the Roblox platform. So, you don't have to spend money on this game if you don't want to. You can spend it on other mini games that you want to play. Now, what about the rewards in this game? So, if we take a look at the gift section here, you can see that these rewards do reset at the end of each gaming session. So, whenever you log back into the game, these gifts will reset. And the longer you play this game in that one session, the rewards will be much greater. And if you want to get them all again, just start a brand new session and you get the rewards again. And the longer you played this game, the more rewards you get. So, if you played the game for 15 seconds, you get the first reward. And if you played the game for 15 minutes, you get extra rewards, for example. Now, you might be wondering, okay, this is cool and all, Nightwing, but what if I want to fight against other players in player versus player to prove that I'm better than them? Surprisingly, this game also has a competitive ranked mode and a player versus player mode as well. I am genuinely surprised to see the amount of work go into this fan-made project for a fan-made version of Clash Royale, and I would argue to say that this is much better than Clash Royale. So, if you folks are wondering if you want to play this game, I recommend you go check it out. The game is on Roblox, and it is available to play on mobile, and I believe PC too. I don't think it's available on console, because some Roblox games aren't available on console. But, man, Terramon, dude, I would definitely say Clash Royale has a run for its money now. If you're one of those people that is just sick and tired of Clash Royale and you're just looking for a good card game to play at the end of the day, then I get it. You know, I'm on the same boat too. And seeing this Terramon game on Roblox, I genuinely recommend you play this game. Just don't bother with any more of the Clash Royale development team's BS. If you think that the Clash Royale developers are going to take your feedback and try to listen to all the complaints, they're not going to. Ever since the update for losers went live last year, they haven't really been doing their job and listening to the community's feedback. It's just been a continuing downward spiral trend for Clash Royale since then. And it's still a downward spiral trend today. So I am openly encouraging you folks, don't play Clash Royale. Just go over to Roblox and play this Terramon game instead. Because you folks deserve much better, and you deserve a far better and more fun game to play. I guarantee you, you will genuinely have a great time playing this game instead of Clash Royale. And the best part, you don't have to deal with level 15 bullshit, and you don't have to deal with pay to win card evolution bullshit. So, yeah, once again, Terramon is a far better version of Clash Royale, and Terramon has now given Clash Royale a run for its money. With this being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening, and until next time, I'm talking about how this fan-made Terramon Roblox project is better than Clash Royale, and I'll see you all later.